thank you very much. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down following the run. Looking to throw. Fleming. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Vasquez. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early. And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack. And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Back to throw. Fleming. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 73 yards. And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run. The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean. They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback. Doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Jaguars getting set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fleming. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. 1-9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Let's go. Try 38. Try 38.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Fleming. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A handoff as they run the counter play. Broke through some contact, but ultimately only able to get to his own 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Fleming. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, that's Russell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on 1st down. Fleming. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fleming finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he gives this time to the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down. Fleming. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And now spinning away. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little bias.
Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Fleming. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves.
Touchdown, Jaguars! And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Phillips. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns have really struggled out of the gate here. The Jaguars have done whatever they want, and they'll just try to keep that up in the second half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Early in the first quarter, middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, McBride is going to take it off the left edge, and he cap off the long drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Browns have it midway through 1. Dawson's under pressure and throws the pick. Jaguars defense forces the turnover. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Hill will get a sweet spin move. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score as they move out in front 14-0. Jaguars with the ball early in the second. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The Jaguars lead balloons to 21. 3rd and 7. Fleming's able to shake free with the spin. He'd make it count, running for 25 yards on this run. Sticking with the same drive, Fleming's gonna find his mark, and that goes as a 34-yard touchdown. Jaguars push the lead to 28. Now 1st and 10. Phillips got the catch here on the quick pass, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get you back up to Cleveland as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking for the guy carrying the ball. He was the finisher. A really nice run. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering. And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Yeah, defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. White, 9.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A swing pass caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Oh, good move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here we go. White, 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads to be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to leave the booth.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw. Fleming. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll look to throw, and this is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Fleming. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Looking to throw. Fleming. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down. Second down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fleming. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And to give this time to the tailback. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Off play action. Fleming. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is under pressure now, and he's going to go down. sack back around the 8. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go. Try 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go. Try 38.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Try 38. Try 38.
Now they try the right side here. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. To throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Browns on 3rd down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Watch 80. Watch 80.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Hut.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at the 30. A shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Jaguars, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.